I know I know that the process of making the artwork is important, but I have to say, I confess and admit to the fact that the product to me is also very important. That's why I talked a little bit today about limiting colors and selecting what you want to use in order to make the art look a particular way. In terms of assessment, Hansa sent you an example of my lesson plan, and Erica Rooney's lesson plan too, really clearly, there are goals in those lesson plans that you can assess. Now, what I would encourage the artists to do if they want to do an assessment piece and really start focusing more on assessment is to look at those goals and maybe if you're seeing a child every week, maybe do an assessment every 2 weeks where you say, okay, the child worked a little bit longer on the piece, and you might want to measure the time. You can get really specific about this, and it's something that in art therapy we do observe. Here's the thing: in order to really conduct an assessment, ideally there's two people. There is the artist doing the lesson and someone observing. It is very, very difficult to do the assessment and also do the lesson plan, carry out the lesson plan too. So I would highly encourage, if you have the resources, that one artist step back and only observe, because there are many times where, because we're teaching, we miss fine details in behavior that our students do. Like for example, a few weeks ago, I had a student who never really looked at me. I never knew if he heard what I was saying. He did do a little bit of artwork, but he did something that showed me that, oh, he understands who I am and why I'm here. I came into the classroom, I had this big blue bag I bring with me. I put the blue bag down, and for the first time, this child made a social connection. He got up from his desk and he came to the blue bag, and he started to look in the blue bag. And that is an assessment piece there, because it shows that it shows the social piece, that he understands who I am, he understands I'm there to do something, and he is curious about what's in the bag, because every week there's something a little bit different. So if you're doing assessment, if you're doing observation, I highly encourage that it be done with more than one teaching artist in the room, that one teaching artist do the session and facilitate, and that the other one writes the observations. But you really have to be specific about the behaviors you're observing, and be extremely careful of not inserting any opinions on what you are observing. It's just direct fact. What you saw is what should be documented.